How's it going? I hope you guys didn't have too much of a problem downloading either Excel or getting a Gmail account to open up a Google Sheets. Today I want to go over, yesterday we went over how to take the average. I'm going to go over that again today, but I'm also going to go over a couple other different functions of Excel or Sheets. And mainly we're going to help it find the difference from the mean, okay? So the first thing I would like you guys to do is let's go ahead and let's make a couple charts. I'm going to start in box B1 and label that test scores. Okay, so for our first example, the one we did the other day, that was test scores. The next one we're going to do is this one right here, which is difference from the mean. Okay. First of all, you see how that kind of blended into box D. If you want to make the boxes bigger, you just kind of move your mouse over this section right here, and you can click and drag, and now that'll be a little bit wider of a box in there. Okay. And then what I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and label in your test scores. So it was 22, 99, 102, 33, 57, 75, 100, 81, 62, and 29. Okay, so all I did was take these numbers right here. Okay, and I'm going to show you guys two things today. We're going to find the mean, which was the average, but I'm also going to show you guys how you find n. Now remember, n was just the number of entries. Okay, so those are the two things that they asked for. Okay. So if you forgot from yesterday, to find the mean, we have to start by pressing the equal sign, okay? And then what do we want to do? We want to find the average, okay? And if you actually bring it up here, it should kind of automatically detect what you want it to do, okay? If you wanted to assign certain boxes, you say the average, and then you'd have to tell it between here and here, okay? They'll change colors, and here they're yellow. You press enter, and then that's your mean, okay? If you want to find n, which is the number of entries, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, remember this is your mean, yeah, could you just count these? Yes, but what if you had 100 of them or 300 of them or 400? You don't want to just kind of trust in that. What we're going to do is we can actually press equal, and we can type in the words count, and it's going to ask you where do you want. So count from where to where, from here to 11, and it should tell us that there are 10 numbers in our set. Okay, so again, the average and the count are two useful things to have. Okay, now today what we want to talk about is the difference from the mean. Okay, so today all we're focused on is doing the mean, the n, and the difference from the mean. Okay, what we want to do is we want for all of these values right here to do this number minus 66, right? So it's the number that was in the box, x, minus the mean, which is, in this case, 66. So we could just do, 22 minus 66, right? And then go on to the next one. And we can kind of do that all the way through. We can sit there and use a calculator. But part of the reason we're going to do this is that, it'll make it a little bit easier to do. So I could press x equals 22 minus 66, right? And press enter. And it will tell me it's negative 44. And do what? 99 minus 66, kind of like we were doing the other day, right? I'm sorry, equals 99 minus 66. And it will give you all those numbers, okay? But what we want to do is we want to kind of program this, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to press the equals key, so it knows that we want an equation. And what do we want to do? We want this box minus 66, okay? So that's what we're doing. We're doing x minus the mean. So in this case, this box minus 66. If we press enter, it will go ahead and put in 44. Now, I know that's the same answer we got before, but the beauty of it now is if we wanted to, it will just fill in all those numbers for us, okay? So what you can do is once you program that in, I'm going to do it one more time so you guys see it, equals this box minus 66, enter. If you click on this box, you see the little blue box in the corner. If you click that and drag down, it will fill in all these numbers for us. Okay. Now again, we don't want the one for the mean or the n. We just want the x numbers, right? And what did it do? If you kind of look up here in this box, if you'll see what it does is it moves the box next to it. Okay. So what it knows is that you want to do this box this box is going to be equal to the box next to it, B2, right? B2 minus 66. C3 is going to be B3 minus 66. And it understands that you want it to do the box next to it minus 66. So this becomes a very useful thing. It'll become even more useful tomorrow when we start talking about the difference in a mean squared, where you have to square all of these numbers, okay? So again, I'm going to go through how to do that for all of these. There's 4 more examples here. I might do 3 of them. I'll leave you guys to one by yourself. And I know a lot of you guys are having a hard time with this and entering. If you just watch and you understand the process, that's really okay for now. And we'll talk about kind of how we would go ahead and do this in the future. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to delete all this. Again, what am I going to put in? It says, A, the data set below gives the prices in dollars for cordless phones in an electronics store. Okay, so let's go cost of phone. Okay, and this is going to be cost. Same thing we're going to do up here. Okay, cost minus the mean. Okay, so again, let's go ahead and let's fill in these numbers. We got 35, 50, 60, 60 again, 70, 75, 65, and 80. So all we gotta do is plug in the numbers, okay? Oops, I put them in the wrong column. So just quick note to you guys, if you want, I put them in the wrong column. I meant to put them in this column. You can always highlight, copy, and paste. Oops. Control V is paste, okay? So, or if not, make sure you put them in the right box from the start, okay? So here's your cost of your phones, okay? All right. First thing we want to do is we want to find the mean, and then we want to find n, okay? So again, to find the mean, we're pressing the equals button, and we're going to type in average. Again, average. We want this one, and we're going to tell it we want to click and drag. We want these boxes right here. Press enter, and it will give you your mean, okay? N, again, we're going to press equal, and we're going to press count, C-O-U-N-T. Okay, and what do we want to count? These boxes right here. Okay, so there were 7 numbers, okay? Again, here we want to do the cost minus the mean. So what are we going to press? So we're going to press equals this box, the box next to it, minus, and we'll say 60.71, okay? Press enter, and there you go. If we want to fill in the rest of these, you can click, little blue box in the corner, click down, and drag, okay? And that's how far they will all be from the mean, okay? If you notice, these 2 numbers are the same because these 2 numbers were the same, okay? So again, no grade shakes there. There's nothing we can't handle there. I'm going to start from a fresh one so we can see anything. So new spreadsheet. Okay, so again, what are we putting? The data set below gives the numbers of home runs for the 10 batters who hit the most home runs during the 2005 Major League Baseball regular season. Currently on hiatus. So let's say home runs. Okay, and then this one we'll call HR minus the mean. HR for home run, okay? So who we got? We got 51, 48, 47, 46, 45, 43, 41, 40, 40, 39. Post-steroid era baseball, okay? So again, what do we got? We're going to have the mean, and then we're going to find n, okay? So the mean in this box, again, equals average, okay? And again, you usually will know what you want to do, okay? But again, equals average, and tell it which boxes you want to look at. These boxes, okay? To find n, we want the count, so equals count, okay? And tell it which boxes you want to look in. Make sure you don't include the mean box. Okay, so everything up to that, press enter. You had top 10 home runs, okay? Again, what are we going to do for this one? We want this number minus the mean. So what are we going to put? We're going to press equals this box minus the mean, which was 44. Okay, again, once we've got that, if we click that box and drag down, it will fill in all the blanks for us. Okay, so the top 5 batters were above the mean, the bottom 5 batters were below the mean, which makes sense, right? Good. Okay. Show you guys a cool trick if you need this now. The data set below gives the waiting times in minutes of several people at Department of Motor Vehicle Service Center. So if you notice, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. If we wanted to, we can add 5 rows. The benefit of this is that this box should still know what to do. Let's see if it changes. 11, 7, 14, 2, 8, 13, 3, 6, 10, 3, 8, 4, 8, 4, 7. Let's see, does it change? No, it didn't change everything. Now, if you notice, it remembered what to do over here. Okay, but these numbers are wrong. So it is possible that we can kind of just edit this list the way it is, where we want the mean equal the average. Okay, and we just need to reassign it to these boxes. Okay. So again, if you've got the other stuff, you can kind of take that from there. I'll do this one from scratch though. Okay, so just so you guys see. All right. So again, waiting time. We'll say the wait minus the mean. Okay, so again, what are your wait times? 11, 7, 14, 2, 8, 13, 3, 6, 10, 3, 8, 4, 8, 4, 7. Okay. Again, what do we want to know? We want to know the mean. We want to know n. Mean equals average of these boxes. The n equals the count of those same boxes. Okay. The mean minus the weight. So what are we going to do? We're going to say it equals this box minus our average wait time, which was 7.2 minutes. 7.2. And again, what are we going to do? Click this blue box, drag it down, and it will give them all for us. Okay, so the people who are above and below the mean wait time. Okay? All right, let's do one more, and I'll leave you to it, because we're already at 13 minutes. Okay? Again, your calories in breakfast cereal, calories, and what are we going to do? Calories minus the mean. Okay? So again, what do we got? I've got 135, 115, 120, 110, 110, 100, 105, 110, 125. Okay, again, our mean, our n. So this equals the average of these boxes. N is equal to the count of these boxes. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good. And again, what are we doing with this box? We're going to say this is equal to this box minus 114.44. Okay. Again, what are we going to do? Let's drag all those down. Okay. So what we'll do tomorrow is we'll take a look at the next column, and then hopefully the next day we'll just kind of wrap this all up. So I hope this helps. Like I said, if you guys want to try and replicate these, go right ahead. If not, at least take well, if you got to this point, you already watched the video, but at least you have a rough idea of kind of where we should be at with finding these things. Okay. So thanks, guys. Have a great day.